Hi guys, this is Miriam at High Life Auto. I am out doing a video test drive on a 2011 Chevy Silverado. If you've never been on my video test drives before, the way it works is I drive the vehicle on video and I tell you what I see, hear, think, smell, and feel to give you the best indication of being in the driver's seat without actually being the driver's seat. I'm not a mechanic and this is not meant to be a 182-point inspection. Rather, it's meant to be a sneak peek into how the vehicle drives and any potential issues I notice as we're going along. So we'll take a look around the vehicle, we'll take a look under the hood, and then we'll go for a drive. A couple things I know about this one is we've had it for a while, but we just got it back from the mechanic because we had to replace the transmission in it. And so it's got a newer transmission. I don't know the miles on it offhand, but I will get them and I will put them in the description. I know they're lower than the truck. Second thing, auction said rusty frame. Mechanic said he saw rust on the passenger side frame rail, but it didn't, like it wasn't something he was worried about because it held the truck up on the lift just fine. Like he wasn't worried about it. And he said on the cost member something. I'll show you what I can when I'm under there. And auction also said louder exhaust. You'll hear that. Other than that, I think that was it. So we'll see what we've got. Here we go. All right, typical Chevy, you're gonna have rust on the exterior because it's a Chevy. We've got a little bit of dents and dings and love and all of that, but it's a Chevy. So that's what it is. I'm not gonna show you every dent and ding and scratch and all of that because if you're looking for one without all of that, you're not gonna be looking for a Chevy. But these tires are pretty decent. I can stick my whole dang hand in there. I'd say at least 75% tread would be my guess. Looks like some Westlake tires. At least on this side, they look like they're both Westlake, so they might all match. We'll see if they match on the other side. It's got the bench seat in the middle, so this seat's 6, but it's just cloth. But it doesn't look like it's in terrible condition. We've got that mirror is broken right there. And one thing I noticed right here, there's no handle right here. I'd like to get that fixed because personally I don't like being stuck in the truck because I have to reach out and get it undone, but we'll kind of see how that gets done. So in the back looks pretty decent. You know, a little ding right there, probably from a trailer. You know, some rust, some dings, some rust. It looks like it's got, you can see those yellow things. That's probably some extra suspension stuff, not factory stuff. You can see it's dinged up in the back. This tailgate does not open. I'm sure it's because of all this. I'm sure it can be fixed. Back needs to be cleaned out. I'm waiting. Transmission and all that does not go. I've got goes back to the salvage yard. So I'm waiting for that to get out. So that will not be in there. Hopefully that will be cleaned. But for right now, but other than that, the bed looks pretty decent as far as I didn't really see any holes, you know, going through or anything. This side looks cleaner. You still have a little bit of cab corner rust, but other than that, not terribly, horribly, very bad. Both tires are Westlake, so it looks like all 4 tires match. All 4 tires are pretty decent, so that's always a good thing to have 4 matching tires. Let's pop this hood so I can get it popped with one hand. Under here, I'm assuming it's a 5.3. Yeah, 5.3. Good old Chevy. I gotta get the thing closed. Too tall for me. Obviously, you can see it's lifted. My husband's yelling at me. I don't know what he's saying. He's probably cussing at me or something. Who knows? Okay, let me get back in and lift myself up. Okay. So we've got 227 on the odometer. It's not flashing like that. The LEDs, they don't do that. That's just the way the camera interacts with whatever. Traction control light, ABS light, those are on. I've not used the big computer to see what those come up with. Usually when those are both on, it comes back as a speed sensor or something like that. Usually they're not super worrisome, but you know, they are both on if lights bother you. Let's see if anything. 92% oil life remaining. Hey, all the tire pressure things work. Okay, none of that has anything. Okay, you've got your trailer gain. That's kind of cool. Okay, we'll test our all-wheel or four-wheel drive. Radio does work. Air conditioning is kind of funny. It does work, but I think it's also a little bit testy. I think maybe the blower motor is what's a little bit testy. Or maybe the electronics are a little bit testy or something. Something's a little bit testy. Like, it doesn't blow out super hard. After a while, you can kind of feel it blow out. And it'll get cool in here after a while. There's just something that's a little bit off. And I don't know exactly what it is. It might be the blower motor. It might be the electronics. Because if I try and turn this fan up manually, then you see it doesn't go up any more than that. And so maybe it's the buttons. But those buttons work. So I don't know for sure. Like, I literally got in this truck yesterday for the first time. We picked it up from the mechanic, and drove it yesterday. So I mean, you can feel it blowing, just not very hard. And so I kind of lean towards blower motor, but I don't know. So that's what I got there. Well, we've got windows. So driver's window works. Passenger side window works. Passenger side window seems to be a little bit finicky, or maybe the switch. Let's see if it's... Okay, it's just the driver's side switch. Well, nope, it's the passenger side window. Okay, well, we'll mess with the passenger side window. Passenger side window is a little bit finicky. Rear passenger side window and rear driver's side window. Alright, well, some of the switches are a little bit finicky, so we'll mess with those. Some of the switches are a little bit finicky. We will get our four-wheel drive going. And we're switching into 4. Switching. There we go. Okay, we switched into 4. Well, it says service four-wheel drive on it, but it also says that I'm in four-wheel drive. So let's see what... I feel like I'm in four-wheel drive. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to have Matt mess with that one. It says service four-wheel drive. I feel like I'm in four-wheel drive. This selector says I'm in four-wheel drive. So, I don't know for 100% certain. Might have to have Matt take a look at that on the lift. Put it on the lift and see if all 4 wheels move. So, obviously louder exhaust. You can hear that. But we're going to take a look at it. We're going to drive it. I'm going to have to talk a little bit louder because my windows are down. And to me that sounds like a good exhaust. It doesn't sound like an exhaust leak. To me that sounds like the kind of exhaust that you put on there. I could be wrong. A guy will listen to that and be like, oh yeah, that's a Raptor 2.5-inch glass pack, something or other, you know, whatever. Maybe not, I don't know. But to me it sounds good. It's loud. Take it if you want. want it. Don't take it if you don't want it. That's alright. Drives good though, has good power. It drives smooth. Even with those more aggressive tires, it drives pretty smooth down the road. It's not pulling or going any which way down the road. Even if I could hear anything over the noise, I don't hear any suspension noise. I don't hear any rattling, popping, clicking or anything. It's not, wobbling or doing anything that it shouldn't be doing. Brakes are good and solid, no grinding or vibration. Turn signals, there's my left turn signal, my right turn signal. Let's flip around. There's my windshield wipers and my windshield wiper fluid. And let's check our cruise and see. Sometimes it works with ABS lights and stuff, and sometimes it doesn't. The verdict is no. Okay, so I'm going to say cruise does not work, and it's probably related to whatever is setting the ABS light and the traction control light, and it's probably also related to whatever is setting the service four-wheel drive light. So I'll try and check on those. I'll try and put something in the description if I find something out. Video is kind of the first line of defense, and then the description kind of follows after that. So check into that and see if there's any new information there. If you have any questions, my cell phone is 309-267-7200. Shoot them at me, and I can see if I can answer them for you. For the most part, it's a really good running truck. Like, your bones are there, your motor, your transmission is there. You're just looking at a typical Chevy truck for the Midwest. You got little things that you got to tinker with, which is pretty much every Chevy ever. So that's it. Thanks, guys.